it's me, Mercedes. I know it's been a while since I've made a video. I've been just kind of all over the place. The last couple weeks have been the wedding, and so I had a bachelorette party, and I had a bridal shower, and I had 4th of July, our family, we went to our families, and so I've been just unable to film. I've been in and out of York over the last couple weeks, and so finally I was able to sit down and film today and get this makeup look done. I'm also going to be just filming a whole bunch of the reviews and stuff today while I have makeup on for once. So I hope you guys really like this look. I used the Beach Boozin palette from the Venice Beach Collection by Urban Decay, by Wet n Wild. The reason I keep slipping up and saying Urban Decay is because I think this is a pretty good dupe for the electric palette. This is actually, it says this is the Color Icon Pigment Collection, which makes a ton of sense because if you look, these are totally amazingly pigmented shadows. And I got this for, I think, $3.49 because it is on sale right now at Walgreens for 25% off. If you can, I would run out and get this. Look at these amazing shades. Just look at this. It's incredible. I used 4 of the shades from this palette to create this look with a couple extra products. You really want a good base, so I would go ahead and get you a NYX Jumbo pencil or the LA Colors Seashell pencil. You know what I'm talking about? I've mentioned it before. So, you guys ready to see this happen? Let's go. Alright, so first thing we're going to do, and I know you can't really see my mouth, you're just going to see my eyes, is I'm going to take the Urban Decay Primer Potion. I'm going to go ahead and prime my eyes with that. I'm sorry if the camera's shaking a little bit. And while that is, you know, drying off a little bit, I'm going to go ahead and do my eyebrows. Somehow I've managed to let them grow out more than I wanted to, so I'm going to start by just filling them in with just powder. I'm not going to go ahead and do the whole pomade thing today. So I'm using Faint from the Urban Decay Basics one. There we go. I will say that earlier today when I was doing this look, when I was creating it in the first place, I was having a little trouble with this inner corner over here. It was like getting really watery and stuff. So if during this video that happens again, I apologize. I gave my eye some time because I really wanted to get this tutorial done today. Alright, so now that that's pretty much set, the eye primer is pretty much set at this point. I'm gonna go ahead and put in this white base. This is actually the NYX Jumbo pencil. I depotted it and put it in this thing because it just made it easier to get to. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this all over the eye. You want to focus this mostly on the lid though, and especially here in this corner where the yellow is going to be. Alright, just like that. So then you go ahead and do the other eye. There we go. So that's all taken care of. It's perfectly white. So then, so that we have a better blendability, I take a white shadow. This is the Jordana Baked Shadow in White Lace. I go ahead and I just put this all over the lid. I'm trying to find my big blending brush. There it is. So I just put this all over the lid so that there's a good blending base. so it's nice and soft, and the shadows will just go on amazingly smooth. So first I just pat it down over top, anywhere the white is, and then I go ahead and blend it over. I know this looks a little crazy right now, but trust me, by the end it's gonna look amazing. And 100% with these Wet n Wild shadows, because you would think that like drugstore shadows like Wet n Wild wouldn't stay as long or as great or as pigmented as these ones do, but these are like such amazing shadows. If you apply them right, if you put down a good base, if you put down a bright base especially. So this is how you start with the opposite of raccoon eyes. You start with this beautiful, just really crazy looking white mask, and it's gonna turn into like the most beautiful sunset tropical look ever. So we're actually using 4 shadows from this palette, and we're gonna start with this orange. Actually, they don't have names. It's the Beach Boozin palette, and so you start with this orange here. Alright, and I'm going to take this brush here, which is like an angled brush, and it's very good for blending out, especially in the crease area if you just use this tip, which is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to just dip the tip right in this orange, just like that, and then start to carve out the crease. So hopefully. Now, you want to put it a little longer than you're actually going to need it there, because you want to remember that you're going to blend this in with the pink. So you may have to add a couple layers. I only really noticed that I need about 2 layers to really make it like bright. But just those 2, and it looks amazing. So this is a longer tutorial just because of how much blending there is to be done. Too low. You want to make it visible even when the crease is closed, but not super visible. Alright, then I'm going to move into the pink shade, and I'm going to do the same exact thing. I'm going to go about right here, start about halfway over of where that red is, that orange color is, and I'm going to go right there. And you want to kind of clean off your brush and then go ahead and blend between those 2 colors. And remember, you can go back and put as many layers of color there as you want if you feel like it's not pigmented enough. Just a little bit. Alright, now we're going to move into the purple on this palette, which is actually just more of an iridescent pink. It's almost the same shade when it goes down as this one, but it has this purple iridescence on it, which will help it transition into the next shade. So we're going to go ahead with that purple shade and just take that all the way to the end. And just go ahead and wing that out there. Alright, so we took a deeper purple, the one from this Clinique Duo and I just put it here on the outer corner. Just barely, just, you know, just shape it out more into just to show the definition there on it. Alright, and so now what we're going to do is go in and fill in the lid with the colors using a small packing brush like this one. So I'm going to start with the yellow, which we didn't put in the crease at all. I'm going to go ahead in with that yellow, and I'm going to take a couple swipes, and you're going to want to tap it off definitely, or else you're going to get a lot of fallout below your eyes, which is why I actually didn't do any of the lower, like any of my face makeup at all, because there can be some fallout. So, and that's all the more yellow we're going to put in there. Just this little tiny bit on the inner corners. And you're gonna just tap on a couple times until you get the desired brightness. That's looking good for me. Alright, then you're going to go ahead in the same order as you did up top. So you're going to go in with the orange next. Until you see up here that it starts to transition into the pink. Yellow, orange. And then go in with the next shade. Right, and then going ahead with that last purple shade from the palette. Alright, and now just go ahead and go back and blend between the two colors. Until you feel that the transition is really soft and naturally looking. And if you need to go back and add more of a color, that is totally acceptable. Alright, now you're going to take those same exact colors and you're going to just brush them along the bottom in the same order. It's a pretty, you're going to realize the process is a little repetitive. You do one color. Alright, now for just going around the waterline, I'm going to take a deep purple. There it is. I'm taking this deep purple by Kat Von D called Runaway. And I'm just going to go ahead and run this around the inner rim.
We're excited leap off the bus. Know that we're with her every step of the way. Famous footwear. Famous for family.
Alright, now I'm going to go ahead with my black eyeshadow. I'm taking the High Definition Liquid Eyeliner by NYC, and this is the marker liner. And I'm going to go ahead and start lining the tight line of my eyes. I guess not the tight line, just the upper lid. Alright, just like that. I'm just going to go ahead and repeat on the other side. Notice I didn't get anywhere near this yellow, and usually I would, except today, like I said, I had that irritating part there, and that's the part that kept messing up, and so I don't want to mess it up again. So I'm going to go ahead and just skip over that yellow part, and it doesn't look too bad. In fact, it looks better, I believe, just because that's so bright, and you want to keep the brightness and not dull it down at all. So Alright, I'm gonna go back. Whew. And there we are. Liner done. Complete without any errors. That was really weird. Alright, now I'm gonna go ahead with the Yves Saint Laurent mascara. And go ahead and, sorry. I'm gonna go ahead and put a coat of that on. My eyes are starting to water. That's not good. I want a good day. Okay. Now what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to do the eyebrow line, and I'm going to go back and refill in my brows because, as you can see, they got a little messy with the everything going on. So I'm going to go ahead and back with my Faint by Urban Decay. Run that through my brows one more time. Okay, I'm not going to leave this up here white. Don't panic. I'm going to be using white chocolate here from the Chocolate Bar palette. I'm going to go ahead and fill in that top part there. This will help blend out that top line. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and go clean this up, and I'll be back to do I'll be back to do lips and blush. Okay, so then I'm going to go ahead with bronzer, and I'm going to take my bronzer. There it is. Take a little bit of bronzer. I'm going to go ahead and take this peach color here. Oh. And I kind of want it dusty, so I kept the same brush that I just applied the... And then I'm going to go ahead with Wet n Wild's Fergie, like, Reflect Shimmer, oh, Rose Champagne Glow. I want to get a lot on both sides of the brush. Alright. And then just right there, and right there, down. Just like that. And then for the lips, I want to do something not too crazy. Kiss Kiss Bang Bang by Marc Jacobs. I'm going to go ahead and put that on. It's like a nude pink. I actually used this on my best friend for her wedding. So I'm going to go ahead and put that. I'm going to go ahead and mute this out a lot. Like that, except I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take the same highlight and I'm going to put a little bit of concealer down there. Hold on. Sometimes mistakes happen. just like that. Alright, I'm going to take a little bit of the same highlight I used all over my face, and I'm going to put it on just the tip of this brush and just dab it on my lips. Just like that. And that is the look. I know that the blush is a little light, but the eyes are so intense that I didn't want to do anything too crazy. But this is the look. This is what I came up with. I hope you guys like it a lot. I really do love it. It just is tropical and bright, and like I said, this is like a $4 palette now. It's crazy cheap, but such amazing pigmentation and just blendability. So go ahead, I would go out right now and pick yourself up this palette before it disappears. Like I said, it's on clearance at Walgreens right now. If you have any more requests, any more like color duos you guys want to see, I've done a whole bunch of these looks like over the last couple of days. You can go to my Instagram, Lens of the Heart, and check out there what looks I have done. And if you want to see a tutorial, go ahead and write it there. You know, I want to see this done. So thanks so much for watching, guys. I hope you can go ahead and catch this palette before it gets out. If you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can always leave them down below, and I'll get back to them as soon as I possibly can. I love you guys. Bye!